Picture this, a cozy lakeside cabin tucked away in the pines of Willow Lake, Tennessee, where the water sparkles under the summer sun and the air smells like cedar and campfire smoke. For my family, the Harrisons, that cabin wasn't just a vacation spot, it was our heart, our history. Built by my granddad in the 50s, its creaky floors and weathered porch holding memories of fishing trips, late-night card games, and my dad teaching me how to cast a line. But then, our new neighbor, Linda Carver, decided she wanted a piece of our sanctuary and she wasn't asking politely. I'm Tom Harrison, a 45-year-old IT guy from Knoxville, and that cabin was my escape from the grind. My wife, Sarah, and our 8-year-old daughter, Ellie, would pile into the truck every summer, driving 2 hours to leave the world behind. We'd spend days kayaking, grilling burgers, or just sitting on our private dock, watching the stars come out. That dock, man, it was special. Me dad and I rebuilt it when I was a kid, and I'd been teaching Ellie the same fishing tricks he showed me. The place was private, surrounded by woods, far from the McMansions popping up across the lake in a fancy new development called Crystal Shores. We liked it that way, quiet. Ours, a slice of the past nobody could touch. Or so I thought. About a year ago, Linda Carver moved into one of those shiny new houses across the lake. She was in her late 40s, all sharp edges and fake smiles, always clutching a clipboard like she was running for mayor. At first, she seemed harmless, waving from her driveway, asking Sarah where to grab decent barbecue in town. But then, her comments started getting weird. "Such a shame your dock just sits there most of the year," she'd say, her eyes lingering on our property. Or, "A place like this deserves someone who's here full-time, don't you think?" Sarah and I brushed it off, small talk, right? But there was this edge to her voice, like she was sizing us up, and it made my skin crawl. It didn't take long for Linda to go from nosy to straight-up invasive. She'd show up unannounced, poking around our flower beds while Sarah was weeding, or standing on our dock with a coffee mug like she owned it. "Just admiring the view," she'd chirp, but her eyes were everywhere: our boat, our chairs, our house. One time, I caught her leading a couple of strangers across our yard, pointing at the lake like she was selling the place. "Tom, relax," she laughed when I confronted her. "I'm just showing my friends from Crystal Shores what a gem this spot is." I kept my cool, but my voice was firm. "This is private property, Linda. You can't just waltz in here." She waved me off, that smug smile never fading. "We're all neighbors, Tom. No need to get territorial." Things escalated fast. Linda started treating our dock like her personal lounge, bringing friends over for wine and cheese, dragging our Adirondack chairs around like they were hers. I'd come up for a weekend and find fishing poles moved, cushions out of place. Sarah and I installed a security camera, and sure enough, the footage showed Linda and her crew using our dock like a public park whenever we were gone. I confronted her again, showing her the video. "Linda, this stops now." Her response? A shrug and a smirk. "If you're not using this place, Tom, why is it a big deal if I do? It's just going to waste." I was floored. Her entitlement was unreal, like she genuinely believed she had a right to our home. Sarah and I tried to keep the peace, small town vibes, you know? Don't rock the boat. But Linda wasn't just pushing boundaries. She was bulldozing them. She started spreading rumors around Crystal Shores, telling folks we'd promised her access to our dock, which was a flat-out lie. Then, one weekend, we found flyers taped to mailboxes, accusing us of hoarding lakefront access and being bad neighbors. Sarah was livid, but I was starting to see Linda for what she was, not just a nuisance, but a calculated threat. We sent her a cease and desist letter through a lawyer, hoping it'd scare her straight. Instead, she doubled down, muttering cryptic stuff like, "We'll see who belongs here." The breaking point came one muggy July evening. We'd been away for a couple of months. Work was brutal, and Ellie had summer camp. Driving up to the cabin, we expected peace, quiet, the usual. Instead, we saw cars lining the road, SUVs, a pickup, even a flashy convertible. Music thumped from our house. Lights blazed through the windows, and strangers were milling around our porch, drinks in hand, like it was a damn block party. Sarah grabbed her phone, already recording. "Tom, this is insane," she whispered. I told her and Ellie to stay put, but Sarah wasn't having it. "I'm coming with you." We pushed through the crowd. Nobody even blinked at using there. In our living room was Linda, holding court with a wine glass, laughing like she was the queen of Willow Lake. Plates of food littered our counters. Beer bottles were stacked on the coffee table, and some guy was sprawled on our couch like it was his. When Linda saw us, her face froze, but she recovered fast, flashing that fake smile. "Tom, Sarah, didn't expect you back so soon." My blood was boiling. "What the hell are you doing in my house, Linda?" She didn't miss a beat, her voice dripping with confidence. "Your house? Oh, Tom, you're confused. I bought this place weeks ago. It's mine now." I laughed, thinking she was joking, but her eyes were dead serious. "Show me the papers," Sarah snapped, still filming. Linda faltered, then waved a hand. "I don't need to show you anything. You're trespassing, leave, or I'll call the cops." Then, in a move that still makes my jaw drop, she lunged for Sarah's phone, screaming, "Stop recording." Sarah yanked it back, her voice ice cold. "Touch me again, and you're done." The room went quiet, her guests shifting uncomfortably, some muttering. "You said this was your place, Linda." I'd had enough. "Everybody out now," I roared, pointing at the door. People started shuffling out, shooting Linda dirty looks. I dialed 911, my hands shaking. As sirens wailed in the distance, Linda's bravado cracked. She started babbling about misunderstandings, but it was too late. The cops pulled up, 2 officers stepping out, one grizzled and no-nonsense, the other young and sharp-eyed. "We got a call about trespassing," the older one, Officer Daniels, said. I laid it out. Linda's months of harassment, the security footage, the party, her insane claim she owned our home. Linda tried to spin her story, thrusting a stack of papers at Daniels. "I bought it. It's mine." Daniels barely glanced at the documents before raising an eyebrow. "Ma'am, this notary stamp looks like it was made in Microsoft Paint. The signatures didn't match, the formatting was a mess, it was fake, and Linda knew it." Sarah played her video, showing Linda's attempt to grab her phone and her lies about ownership. The younger cop found tools and new locks on our counter. Linda had been trying to change them. Her face went white as Daniels cuffed her. "You're under arrest for trespassing, fraud, and forged documents." She screamed, "This isn't fair. They don't deserve this placithry never here." But nobody was buying it. As they dragged her to the patrol car, her shouts faded, and Sarah and I just stood there, exhausted but relieved. The aftermath was a whirlwind. Linda's trial was the talk of Willow Lake. Turns out, she'd pulled similar stunts in Georgia and Oregon, forging deeds to scam homeowners, always settling out of court to skate free. Not this time. Our evidence was ironclad. Security footage, Sarah's video, even testimony from her party guests who admitted she'd lied to them. I took the stand, my voice steady but heavy. This wasn't just about a house, it was our family's legacy, our safe place, and she tried to steal it because she thought she could. The jury didn't blink. Guilty on all counts. Linda got 2 years in prison, a $75,000 fine, and a restraining order keeping her a mile away from our cabin. That fine helped us rebuild new locks, better cameras, a sturdier dock. But more than that, it changed us. Willow Lake's community rallied around us, swapping stories over cookouts, starting a neighborhood watch. We got close with the new folks who bought Linda's house, a quiet couple who respect boundaries and love a good fish fry. Sitting on our porch now, Ellie giggling by the water, I feel stronger. This place isn't just a cabin, Anna Marie, it's proof you can stand up to someone like Linda and win. But here's the thing that keeps me up at night. How many Lindas are out there, thinking they can take what's not theirs, banking on people being too polite to fight back? It makes me wonder about entitlement, about what drives someone to cross that line. I'd love to hear what you think. Have you ever dealt with a neighbor like this? Drop a comment, share your story. And if this hit home, give it a like, subscribe, and let's keep talking about what it means to protect what matters.